Today I'm gonna, I got a check engine light, right? And so I took a look earlier on and I noticed that there's a little bit of oil in my spark plug. So most likely all of the seals around that is all pretty bad. 2 years ago, I've actually replaced it, but you know, it comes and goes. So no biggie, no biggie. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna try to get this out, right? This is the wiring harness to the, I think injectors, or to the, no, not injector to the other side. So it goes right to the spark plug itself. So I'll probably need to take this out, label each one of the cords, take this and just kind of move it to the side. The size of the bolt is actually a, what is this? A 5/16 is what I used, okay? So just to get this out of the way, all right? And then we'll go on from there. So next I'm gonna take this out, and it's fairly simple, just two Phillips head. I'll just lift this up top. That will allow me access to the bolts there. And then we can start taking this out and then all these bolts out as well, okay? All right, so I've unplugged all of the injectors, as you can see, right? It's kind of oily. Well, that's because of the valves, okay? So I've taken all those out and I've labeled them so that way I know exactly where to put them back. Secondly, I took off this plastic piece. The reason being is because, as you can see underneath, there are bolts. Looks like size 10, right? That looks to match the outside as well. So when I get all the outsides out, I have to get that one out, and then this whole entire head will come right out. All right? Okay, now that I got all the bolts out, the only thing left is actually to disconnect this, okay? And voila, the whole entire thing will come right out, okay? So, it took a little bit of wiggling, but I finally got it out. So, ultimately, the kit comes with this external, and then 4 of these, and then lastly, these little plastic, these little rubber thingies, okay? So all you have to do is, the first thing is I have to worry about these because that's what's leaking into the spark plugs themselves, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the spark plugs, and then I'm gonna replace these gaskets, all right? Now, honestly, they look like they're in good shape, but they're not, because the reason why I know is because oil is leaking into the cavities, okay? So I'm gonna replace these, put the new one on, bolt everything back down, and then we can reset the engine and check to see what's going on. Okay, so put the new ones on. I kept the old one on. It's actually still in pretty good shape. The one that I bought with the kit, even though it said that it was the same, the holes don't line up. So it could be that it was for like a 315 or 325 or something. But so I'm gonna keep that intact. I took the opportunity and I replaced all of the spark plugs because, let's be honest, I think I spent, what, 25 bucks for this. I forgot what model number it is, but I'll post it down underneath. I think I've done that before for the other ones, but actually I might still have the box. Hold on. They are the Bosch 9607, okay? So replace all 4 of them. So all I'm doing now is just going backwards, just putting everything back in. So you've already seen how it comes apart. So just take your time, put it back in, so that way you don't damage the rubber, right? The holes line up, of course, because you don't want it to fall out by rushing everything, right? And then lastly, putting the bolts back in without damaging the bolts, all right? And then reset the engine lights and drive around for a little bit and see what happens. So the recommendation is don't go too far. Just go short, so that way if there is a problem, you know, it's a short distance to come back home. Okay?